But if you guys are looking to get the alternate ending in The Witcher 3's Blood and Wine DLC, rather than the best or the worst ending, simply just walk away from the ribbon girl and do not grab the ribbon.
Wasting time here, Syanna. Let's go.
And since we didn't do it in the best ending, let's go ahead and let Syanna have her way with us.
Just gonna go our separate ways? No parting words?
Did you wish to tell me something?
Actually, that'd probably be best.
Oh my. No woman's ever treated you this way.
Not that I recall, no.
In that case, at last you felt what so many women in this world feel at times.
I just hope this tale has a happy ending. For me, for you, for everyone.
That may very well depend on you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing beyond what you heard. For now. Come. The exit's this way.
Alright, now after you slay her and she has her way with you, go ahead and follow this will-o'-the-wisp here. There is more secrets to be found still. This is actually another Easter egg. A Dark Souls Easter egg or Elden Ring Easter egg, whichever one you guys want to pick. It's all the same thing. There is a bonfire in this cave over here. You can light it. And shout out to Nicholas Kemblowski. He is the one that actually reminded me that this was here, so huge shout out to him. I was in a rush to get through this area and I totally forgot to follow the second will-o'-the-wisp. And this is the Easter egg. You do get a really cool relic out of it. And I think the game even auto-saves for you, which is cool. It's just like how it would in Dark Souls. This is the Silver Sword, 20% boost to all sign intensities, and we already got the Steel Sword earlier, the first will-o'-the-wisp, so it kind of combines for 40% intensity, which is really freaking awesome. But shout out again to Nicholas Kemblowski. Thanks a lot, man, for all your helpful comments and all your contribution to the walkthrough. Alright, and now since this time around we did not grab the ribbon, she will not be spared.
Syanna, I have a question I must ask you. Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
Deadlove. It's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must part. A shame.
Syanna!
you do?
What I had to do. What she deserved. Beauclair will know peace once more. The vampires will have left the city by dawn. I shall leave as well. Go far away, far from men. You can try to stand in my way. Then I shall kill you both. Though that is not at all my will. The decision is yours.
Alright, we can tell him that he can go.
You can go. But if ever we meet again...
I shall keep my distance, believe me. Geralt, Regis, farewell.
I'm sorry. I swore to protect her, I know, but it happened so fast. What have we done?
Let a killer walk. Isn't that what you wanted from the start, though? We have to let Anna Henrietta know.
Geralt, you will face...
I know. All the same, we have to inform her.
Alright, and that is our very last achievement. Serve time in Toussaint for literally failing our contract.
Hey there, Geralt of Rivia.
What do you want?
Me? Not a thing. Name's Handsome Jacques, and I've already got it all. What I wonder is if there's anything you'd need.
What can you get me exactly?
Exactly. Anything a patron of this little auberge might desire. From decent victuals that won't stew your innards to a dab of fisty to make you fly. Even brought in a slinky piece of arse once. A boarder claimed to suffer from glandular overactivity or some such. You see, out there beyond the walls, I'm a lowly dog's body. But here, in the kingdom of the Clink, I'm the Kling.
You know me? How?
No. That's a stretch. No, I wouldn't say that, no. But I do know they've assigned you to the laundry, same as me. And I know what you're in for, your dastardly deed. Then again, I know that about every jester who winds up here.
Kinda curious to know what you know, or think you know.
The Duchess hired you to find the butcher of Beauclair. And you did, but then you let him butcher dear Anarietta's sis. Then this brute simply vanished. Dropped off the face of the earth, though in his case, turned to vapor, might be the better phrase.
Seem pretty well informed.
Best informed mutt in this kennel paws down. Duchessa's cross, no doubt, while you await your trial, though she never seemed concerned for her sister before.
Since you seem to know so much, tell me one last thing. My sentence, what'll it be?
None can tell you that. Anarietta's a fickle cocotte. There's just no knowing which teat she's like to flesh. But I'd advise against escape. You're a prisoner among many now. Take flight, though. Make it out. Public enemy number one.
Why'd they lock you up?
Hodgepodge. I had no domicile, but had to winter somewhere, so I robbed a shopkeeper. Couldn't have made a worse mistake. The penalty was a fine, an amount I couldn't pay, so they switched it to lashes, meted out on my bum. After that, I shifted course, started pinching bigwigs' noses. Cut the tail of Count Beauvieux's steed. Got a year and a half for that. My next exploits had to be grander, even greater wrongs. So I carefully chose my victim. Marshal de la Stake filled his cask with dung from between my very own cheeks. That got me 3 years of free room and board. I'll pull another prank as soon as they let me out. Made it a career. It's become my way of life.
We gonna report for this laundry duty? Rather get it over with.
Away we go. Personally, I'm pleased we're assigned to it. Those rags stink like sick in the sun, but you get used to it. And when you're working, you get more bread.
Don't get my danda.
I've no clue,
because
but
if
we're
you
better
get
off
my
chomping
danda up,
grass.
I'll get up your danda if you get my drift.
You taught him that, did
We're in such rags, Geralt.
I haven't had a speck of trouble with that sausage staffer since.
Laundry duty.
Pack the dirty rags in the tub. I'll see to the suds and water. That's because our merchants make their own food. And second, nobles pay a spit rate.
All I did was pick up the soap. Alright, time to grab the dirty clothes.
Take the stick and stir the rags. Water's almost boiled.
Who have we here?
The Guardian of Gutter Snipes locked in the Clink. How did that happen?
My. What could the Duchess's favorite have done to deserve this?
Back off. I'm busy.
Hear that? The laundry wench is busy. Yet I fear we have a matter to resolve. Remember our meeting, bootblack bodyguard?
You go ahead and cheat. I'll be back once you're done.
Thanks for sticking around to help, Jacques.
You're in the coop, mate. Only one thing counts here, survival. Folk don't stick their necks out for anyone besides themselves.
Boo-hoo. He left you all alone.
We're gonna kick their
Seems
ass.
fools
Screw using
never
Axie
learn.
here.
Let's get this over with.
Grab your washboards, boys! Let's show this skid who does the scrubbing around here!
I'll take you.
Listen, I got the range here, alright? I got the stick. Damn, they hit the hell out of me. Better not get hit again, yeah?
Numb it. Scallywag killed 4 fingers, lads.
Then there was one.
Mistake.
What is going on here?
Nothing.
I'm not asking you, but the one on the floor. Have you anything to say?
I slipped on some soap.
You slipped on soap.
Lots of soap here. It is a laundry.
Harlots, brutes. Solitary for the lot of you. You'll have ample time to consider. Think about the choices you've made in life. I'll make certain of it.
Didn't do anything to deserve solitary.
Shut it! Milton was my cousin. You let him die. Was the Duchess's coin not enough? Did you expect more to save a good man's life?
Arrived too late. Nothing I could do.
And when the beast tore apart the Duchess's sister, too late then too? Were it up to me, you'd have hanged already. And don't you try any witcher tricks on me. You will end oh so badly if you do.
Here of your own free will, Stefan? Or did they lock you up too? Bet you're thinking about food. What you'll eat once you're free. Mutton leg. That's what I'm dreaming of. Well roasted on the outside, nice and juicy in the middle.
Are you the lout from Rivia?
Yep, I'm that lout.
Come with me. You're to be sentenced.
To what?
To shut it. What am I, the town crier? Hands behind your back. Now let's go, and no funny business.
Get ready. Soon all your problems will be solved, once and for all.
Do you know where this leads?
No. Hope it's the exit, though.
You guessed it. The thing is, there are different kinds of exits. Some walk this path to freedom. Others walk it straight into eternity.
Which am I headed for?
I don't know. Yet one thing is certain. You will never walk this path again.
Marc Dubois, you are hereby judged guilty of trampling Alice Valref, the cupbearer's wife, while on horseback. The woman's condition is critical.
It was an accident. I was riding fast through, but she jumped out in front of me.
In light of the above, there can be but one sentence. Death by decapitation.
No, I didn't do anything! Help! There must be witnesses!
Off with his head.
Next. Paul, the Witcher, take him to the tower. That's an order.
An order's an order. Guess you're not next after all. Follow me. You're supposed to follow me.
Why do you make me watch that execution?
So you'd know this is no almshouse for lost orphan boys.
Wanted me to think I was next. Enjoy that? Getting a rise out of folk?
You guessed it. The harlots' hounds that land here, I detest them. So I do everything in my power so they'll know they're in the Clink, not on holiday.
That was a clean cut. Off with his head. Hey, this is where that guy jumped from, isn't it? Mr. Michael Schofield.
I've brought the prisoner, sir.
Unbind him and leave us. Greetings, Witcher.
Your face doesn't look good. Though, looked even worse last time I saw you.
I apply an arnica extract. I can hardly feel it anymore. But my scars pale in comparison to the fate Syanna met with. The fate that was your doing. I trusted you. And how did you repay me? Consider it, Witcher. Why do you think the Duchessa had Syanna hidden away to start with? Can you guess?
I'm sorry. Might not believe me, but couldn't have predicted that turn of events. Certainly never wanted that.
Enough. We shall speak of it no more.
Guess there's been a decision in my case.
Truly, is that all you care about? Your own hide?
Not only. Also care how the Duchess feels, for example. And I hope that, unlike you, she doesn't blame this all on me.
A court heard your case, not Anna Henrietta. The facts are as follows. You were hired to kill the beast. Not only did you fail in that endeavor, but you also caused the death of our Duchessa's sister. Have I missed anything? I'll have you know that were it up to me, you would rot in our dungeon until your dying day.
Glad you didn't have the deciding vote then.
At any rate, I am not the best person to tell you what was decided in your matter. I'd say the man who worked hardest to tip the scales in your favor should.
What are you talking about? What man? Dandelion?
Sheesh, Geralt. You look like you've seen a ghost.
A ghost wouldn't have surprised me half this much, I promise you. What are you doing in Beauclair?
Officially, visiting Anarietta. That is to say, the Duchess. We're old friends, but you know that. Unofficially, I'm saving your hiney.
You? You're a persona non grata in Toussaint. Undesirable.
Didn't stop me from risking my skin for you. In my book, friendship is all that matters. Well, friendship and love. And art. Oh, and wine.
How'd you even know I was in prison?
Regis came to see me right after they locked you up. I mean, Regis, right? Can you believe that? To come back after... Amazing. He told me everything, and naturally, I couldn't possibly leave you to rot in there.
Take it I'm free, thanks to you. How'd you manage it?
Oh, I have my ways. Took a little persuasive logic, blended in some deft rhetoric, then added a generous pinch of charm, and voila! You're free. But just so you know, it wasn't easy. In fact, it was pretty damn hard. Duchess was so furious, I think she even forgot she'd banished me from Beauclair. For life. All she could do was scream that you'd never set foot outside that dungeon again.
How'd you get her to take a fresh look at things?
I appealed to the faultless intentions that guided you, to your reputation, your accomplishments, and, well, ultimately she changed her mind, and you're free. Never wants to see you again, but even got her to leave your vineyard with you. You won't get a copper of your promised reward, but you'll keep your estate.
Dandelion, you are a regular master of diplomacy. Thanks.
Listen, you do whatever needs doing, but I've got to get to the cemetery. Anarietta's in bad shape with Syanna dead. Some folk forget that under the ducal regalia, she's just an ordinary woman who's lost a loved one.
Been meaning to ask you, how's Priscilla?
All right. Recovering steadily from the horror she's been through.
So, you two, you're still...
Of course we are. How could you even think it was otherwise?
No idea. Just within the realm of possibilities. But please be careful not to lead Anna Henrietta on. Suggest you've come here for any reason beyond getting me out of my predicament.
The bond between the Duchess and myself is one of pure friendship, nothing more. Now, off to console a friend in need.
All right. See you later.
See you, Geralt.
Off we go. You'll collect your things at the door.
Gate.
Your things are past the first gate. Take them, leave them. I don't really give a fig.
Don't smile so wide. Someone's liable to see. Could mean trouble.
I can't help myself. Just so glad to see you.
Glad to see you too, my vampire friend. Thanks for getting Dandelion to come out.
It was nothing. True, he was not at first terribly eager to face the Duchess, but I managed to persuade him his person was indispensable.
Well played. Dandelion loves being indispensable.
Yet he so rarely is, poor man.
What did you do while
While you vegetated in that correctional facility, I used the time to think. Wish to know what I thought about?
Of course.
The relationship between two numbers. Dettlaff's 4 victims and the 5 chivalric virtues. As you've no doubt noted, there's a difference of 1.
Mean to tell me, after all we've figured out, that you now believe in the whole 5 virtues punished theory?
Belief's got nothing to do with it. It's cold logic, deduction. Syanna went to great lengths to make folk believe the beast was punishing those who betrayed the virtues. Were I in her shoes, I'd make sure the number of victims matched. Are you not at all curious who was meant to be the 5th?
If I say yes, what then?
Then you'll come with me for another chat with the boot black. You see, I've learned he delivered the notes to Dettlaff. Our search starts with him.
Fine, see what he has to say. Could use a good walk, work out the kinks if nothing else.
Come then.
Can only guess what drove Syanna. Luckily, Anna Henrietta is safe now.
I believe we may dare to assume so. Syanna's death was also the death of the Duchess's only natural rival. She is in no danger, for now.
Pretty rare thing for a ruler. What do we do now?
Now we drink. Unless, that is, you feel a witcherly duty to see the Duchess and tell her what we just learned.
Think this might be something Anna Henrietta should know.
As you wish. I shall await you at Mare la Chaiselongue.
Not coming with?
No.
Probably right.
Before heading to the palace, you might wish to see if Anna Henrietta is not at the city cemetery. She spent a great deal of time at her sister's grave these last days.
Alright, so even on this ending, we learned of the 5th victim. All that is still the same. Now we're just going to deliver the news about,
Geralt, why have you come? Forgotten already? The murderer you were to kill lives. while the Duchess's sister lies dead.
Wouldn't have come if I didn't have to. Promise you that. But I've learned something. Something that might interest Anna Henrietta.
Forgive me if I lend no credence to your word.
Found a letter Syanna wrote. To the murderer.
Very well. You may enter. But I make no promises as regards the Duchessa. She mourns her sister in the ducal crypt. Viscount de Lettenhove is with her.
Remember, my dear Anarietta, despair is like a stormy sky. Sooner or later, the sun must drive away the clouds.
That is easy for you to say. The one murdered was not your sister.
My life hasn't exactly been a bed of roses. True, my sister wasn't murdered. Don't even have a sister, actually, but many times I've lost. Unimportant.
Your Grace.
The impudence you must harbor to come in here after all that's happened.
Calm down. I'm sure Geralt's got a very good reason. Right, Geralt?
Before you start dumping accusations on me, I think you should know something. Syanna, she was a vicious, wicked woman.
Who are you to tell me who my own sister was?
I'm the man you hired to investigate the Beast of Beauclair. And I found a letter your sister wrote to the murderer.
Really? Maybe you should read it then. It could be important.
You read it, Dandelion, aloud to me.
This time you must see to our Duchessa. Anna Henrietta knows nothing of empathy. Her heart is cold. This shard of ice you must tear from her breast.
My sister could never have written that.
Got proof she did.
No. I don't believe you. I don't believe it. Someone seeks to blacken her in my eyes. I won't allow it.
There, Anarietta. Don't get upset.
The letter is vile. It's slander. You must destroy it. Do you hear? No one else must ever read it. Ever!
Consider it done.
And you, out! Get out of here! This is all you're doing! Begone, hear me! I never wish to see you again! I shall never believe she did this. She was not capable. This is an outrage, Dandelion. Tell him it's not true. Tell him it's a dirty lie.
Geralt, get out of here, please. The Duchess, she needs to be alone.
As to her enlightened highness, didn't go great. Got the full kaleidoscope of her emotional states. Spun through it at an impressive pace, too.
Am I to understand she didn't throw her arms about you and shower you with thanks for saving her from her murderous sister?
Got that right. I don't blame her, though. Luckily, Dandelion was there to smooth things over. Somewhat.
As you know, I had little sympathy for Syanna. Nonetheless, I very much regret I could not keep her safe. To you, her ultimate fate, does it still bring on the occasional pang of regret?
Yep. Still.
Well then. Drink up.
Always seemed a very complex creature to me, by your very nature. Not one to go in for simple methods like drinking your worries away.
I fear there are worries for which, quite simply, there is no other medicine.
Beauclair seems safe now, though I'm still left wondering. I mean, Detloff's alive. Think Anna Henrietta's still in danger?
No. He had a score to settle with Syanna. By his reckoning, he did just that. He has no reason to attack anyone else, or to remain in Beauclair any longer.
Sure hope so. Though in his boots, I'd regret having to go. Place is just plain beautiful, damn it. I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.